Cable Hog says, "Seek and ye shall find." Cable Hog says, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you." Cable Hog.
Interesting facts about famous people.
Sam Peckinpah's Western movies. A director that is not everyone's cup of tea. A controversial director who has his lovers and haters. After a career making TV Western series, that's another video for another day. Peckinpah leveled up and jumped into the deep end of the Western genre, with a style all of his own, was a rough, tough, unforgiving type of character who didn't back down. Today we will take a look at his Western movies. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoy this video, hit the notification button to get my new videos. If you want to check out my many other videos, head over to my channel. The link is in the description. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel as well. I appreciate it. Let's get started. The Deadly Companions, 1961. An ex-army officer accidentally kills a woman's son and tries to make up for it by escorting the funeral procession through dangerous Indian territory. Maureen O'Hara, her brother Charles B. Fitzsimmons, and writer Albert Sidney Fleischman formed Carousel Productions in order to get the film made. Sam Peckinpah was hired for $15,000. Brian Keith was paid $30,000. The entire picture was done for $300,000. Another brother, James O'Hara, has a small role in the opening scenes. Stars Maureen O'Hara, Brian Keith, Steve Cochran, Chill Wills.
Why do you let him torture us like that? Oh.
Ride the High Country, 1962. An ex-Union soldier is hired to transport gold from a mining community through dangerous territory. But what he doesn't realise is that his partner and old friend is plotting to double-cross him. Sam Peckinpah, who tended to edit in his head as he went along, didn't shoot much extra coverage beyond the footage he knew he needed for each scene. After viewing the rushes, MGM management sent him a note. "Who do you think you are, John Ford?" Stars Joel McRae, Randolph Scott, Mariette Hartley, Ron Starr.
Who'd rather fight than love.
Go get him, Tiger. You're doing fine.
Especially the two tall men who suited their actions to the era in which they lived.
Major Dundee, 1965. In 1864, due to frequent Apache raids from Mexico into the US, a Union officer decides to illegally cross the border and destroy the Apache, using a mixed army of Union troops, Confederate POWs, civilian mercenaries, and scouts. During filming, Sam Peckinpah was so obnoxious and abusive towards his actors that Charlton Heston actually threatened the director with a saber. Heston later remarked that this was the only time he had ever threatened anybody on a movie set. Stars Charlton Heston, Richard Harris, Jim Hutton, James Coburn.
I came here to reassure myself that you were still alive.
Major Dundee, a legend that sweeps across the screen in the blazing battle fire of man-to-man conflict.
The Wild Bunch, 1969. An aging group of outlaws look for one last big score as the traditional American West is disappearing around them. In an interview, Ben Johnson said that the Mexican women who frolicked with him and Warren Oates in the huge wine vats weren't actresses but prostitutes from a nearby brothel, who were hired by Sam Peckinpah, so he could tell people that Warner Brothers paid for hookers for his cast. Stars William Holden, Ernest Borgnine, Robert Ryan, Edmund O'Brien.
Called them the Wild Bunch. Pike had been a gentleman of principle. He still had a principle or two.
We're not getting rid of anybody. We're gonna stick together just like it used to be. When you side with a man, you stay with him, and if you can't do that, you're like some animal. You're finished.
16 cases of rifles. We lost one on the trail.
The Ballad of Cable Hog, 1970. A hobo accidentally stumbles onto a water spring and creates a profitable way station in the middle of the desert. Production on the film fell weeks behind schedule due to bad weather. When filming was suspended, director Sam Peckinpah, along with his cast and crew, would drink. When filming finally wrapped, the bar bill came to over $70,000, equivalent to over $559,866.49 in 2024. Stars Jason Robards, Stella Stevens, David Warner, Strother Martin.
Cable Hog says, "Seek and ye shall find." Cable Hog says, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you." Cable Hog, face to face with irresistible forces of nature, battling the overwhelming odds alone with little more than naked courage and his bare hands, wresting from the heartless wasteland a place to call his own. This is the pioneer. This is the man whose faith, stamina, and risk capital conquered the frontier and carved the Wild West into a nation.
Junior Bonner, 1972. Ace Bonner returns to Arizona several years after he abandoned his family. Junior Bonner is a wild young man. Against the typical rodeo championship, family drama erupts. Joe Don Baker and Sam Peckinpah reportedly did not get along whilst filming. Baker had this to say on Peckinpah: "I didn't care for Peckinpah at all. He was one of those little guys who tries to bully big guys, and he almost got his ass whipped for trying to do it to me. Every time I was going to throttle Peckinpah, Steve McQueen would come over and calm me down like a brother would." Stars Steve McQueen, Robert Preston, Ida Lupino, Ben Johnson.
Lend me $15, man. You already owe me $25. Well, that's $4.
Well, face it, you're just not the rider you was a few years back.
I need it, Buck. It's my hometown. We did, Ace. You're my brother. Man, I guess I love you. Gotta go down on the rodeo man. Steve McQueen.
Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, 1973. Pat Garrett is hired as a lawman on behalf of a group of wealthy New Mexico cattle barons to bring down his old friend, Billy the Kid. While making this film, Sam Peckinpah's alcoholism was so advanced that he would have to start out the day with a large tumbler of vodka to stop shaking. He would be drinking grenadine by mid-afternoon. After that, he was too drunk to work. James Coburn recalled that Peckinpah was only coherent for 4 hours a day. Stars James Coburn, Chris Christopherson, Richard Jekyll, Katie Hirado.
Get to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Fort Sumner.
Where are we going anyway?
Old Pat ain't gonna like this.
James Coburn.
Bill!
Chris Christopherson.
Come on in, Pat.
Slim Pickens.
Bonnie's killed Bill. Bonnie's killed Bill.
Yeah, he's killed me too.
Sheriff Pat Garrett.
Adios.
Bring me the head of Alfredo Garcia, 1974. An American barroom pianist and his prostitute girlfriend go on a trip through the Mexican underworld to collect the bounty on the head of a dead gigolo. The only movie directed by Sam Peckinpah that he had final cut on. All the others were recut by the studios. Warren Oates copied Sam Peckinpah to play his part, right down to borrowing a pair of sunglasses from the director. Stars Warren Oates, Isela Vega, Robert Webber, Gig Young.
Ground will be desecrated.
Are a part of it.
All because of Alfredo Garcia. And only one man really knows why.
Kill him.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate your likes and subscribers. Hit the notification button to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.